Hello, this is for any Year 7s or any other students learning or remembering how to open their lock for their locker. Our intentions for this video is to help you learn how to use your lock. There are other videos or instructions you can look at, but they can be quite difficult to follow sometimes, so we're really hoping that this video can help you. This video will be in 3 steps to help you understand. Don't forget, practice makes perfect, so you might not get this on your first try. At the end, we will also give you some tips and solutions to any problems you may have with your locker or anything you should just know. So let's get going. Step 1 is pretty simple. These locks are designed so they cannot be opened straight away after being closed. Now, just to put it out there, do not share your locker code with anyone because lockers can be used to store personal and important items. So, this is a demo lock, just for testing. It is not anyone's. The code for this lock in the video's demonstrations is 62815. So, to open the lock, we have to refresh before going straight to the code. When showing you what to do, the lock is the part at the bottom where you turn the numbers, and the shackle is the part at the top used to open and close the lock. To refresh the lock, we need to rotate the lock 3 times clockwise to the right. Choose any number you would like to start on, but I would recommend choosing 0 as it is the simplest. Then rotate by turning right 3 times. Once the lock has its 3 rotations, keep turning the same way until you land on your first number. So in this case, it's 6. Step 2 is also very simple. We pick up from where we left off, so from the first number, in this case it was 6. We are now moving to our next number, which is 28. We now need to move the lock left, the opposite direction from before, turning the lock anti-clockwise. Once again, we are turning in a full turn, but from the number we are at. So, I'm turning left, 1 full turn until I get back to 6. Once your full turn is done, continue until you reach your second number, which is 28 in this case. And finally, onto step 3. This is probably the simplest step. Now that we are at our second number, in this case 28, all you need to do is turn the lock clockwise to the right until you get to your last number, which in this demonstration here is 15. No more full rotations, just go straight to the last number. Now, you just pull the shackle up away from the lock and you've got your lock open. Now, we're going to quickly wrap up this video with some tips. We would recommend you listen to these, or you could be stuck with problems, questions, or thoughts at the end of the video or later in the year. The first thing you can see here in this bit of video is a little sheet of instructions. It also provides you with your code for your lock. This is something we would highly recommend keeping, as many girls may forget their locker code, sometimes after holidays, school camps, or something similar. It also provides you with instructions, which I personally did not even know I had until just recently. These are the exact same instructions we have provided for you, except with more detail. So basically, if you do forget how to open your locker, the instructions are there and pretty easy to follow. A, B, and C is just like the first, second, and third number to your code. A lot of girls have had problems throughout the year with their lockers getting stuck. I'm about to give you the easiest solution to this for free. When you find it hard to turn your lock dial and it feels like your lock is jammed, it is probably because the lock is being pulled too far away from the shackle, just like this. It needs to be as close as possible, and what I mean by this is by pushing the lock up into the shackle when it feels jammed. Make sure while you are turning your lock to put the code in, the lock is as close to the shackle at all times. Also, make sure you're keeping your code in a safe place. If you do forget it, have that sheet of paper somewhere ready to go. Also, you could write it down somewhere where nobody else is going to see it, as we want to keep this private. So if you have a phone, maybe write it in your notes section, or even in your diary where nobody has access to it. Anywhere you want where you can think it will be kept nice and safe. Now, lastly, I would like to say, never put your lock on backwards. This is so annoying. I don't know how people manage to do it, but it makes it so hard for you. Once you've locked it into place, facing your locker, it's really hard to see the numbers on the dial. This then makes it really hard to turn your lock, knowing where to turn it so you can open it back up. So if you do this, we hope you learn a lesson, and it'll be your fault, and you'll be the one trying to fix the problem. Hopefully this video wasn't too boring, and you did learn something. You will get better at your locker. Just remember, Practice makes perfect. You can do this. Hope you have an amazing day. Bye!